We're on the shore of Lake Michigan between the communities of Manitowoc and Two Rivers, and the piece is called Spirit of the Rivers, which refers to the birch bark canoe.
We are all lucky that Joe Metzen knows Skip and approached him and said, have you ever considered doing a statue for your hometown? And Skip said, no, I haven't. You know, he lived in Alaska for 50 years. So Joe presented the idea and they got together and they left their lunch with this idea in mind.
Joe came up with a film for me to view on Wisconsin towns and cities. And I was struck that there was very little mention of the deep history of this area, the first people who lived here. It was all about this place following European culture. And I thought, well, you know, and including with the maritime tradition here, the sailing vessels and the ore carriers and the submarines, but there's an antecedent to that in the birch bark canoe. So I thought birch bark canoe, in addition to being a very appealing subject, was worthwhile to call attention to the first inhabitants of this area and to the maritime tradition. Very appealing and a chance to revitalize my connection with Manitowoc and Two Rivers.
Unfortunately, the stars aligned in 2009, which was not a good time to be raising money for public art in a community that was severely hit by the recession. So initially when we went out and talked to people and said, you know, we're interested in building this monument that's going to cost nearly $1 million, people were very skeptical at first. But once you get to know Skip Wallen and you see what he is capable of doing and the dedication and the detail and all that he brings to a project, it's not hard to believe in it.
It's generated a coming together of the communities, because everybody feels involved in it. And in fact, that's the case. The funding for this thing came from all over Manitowoc County.
It's the difference between a good town and a bad town when you have something like this. You know, when people come in from out of the area, they're going to drive up and they're going to see this statue, and it's going to be just so stunning for them.
It's pretty exciting. I know people that have driven up from Chicago to see this. It is a big thing. This is bringing culture that I think all of us in Manitowoc and Two Rivers can be very, very proud of.